You want to step up your video quality and decided to invest in a mirrorless camera, but don't know what to choose between the ZV-E10 Mark I and Mark II. For some creators, the Mark II is the perfect choice, while for others, it's a waste of money. I've used both since they were released, and I will share my experience, all the secrets and hidden costs with some required accessories to help you make the right decision. We need to analyze all the aspects from three perspectives. Number one, we need to see the difference in image quality. Number two, analyze the costs and the required accessories. And number three, see the situations when the Mark I is a better choice and when the Mark II is a smarter choice. I created another video a while ago on this topic, but people are asking me every day what to choose between ZV-E10 Mark I and Mark II, so I decided to create a fresh one with prices updates. My channel is dedicated to talking head value-driven video creators, educators and coaches, so all my content is shared from this perspective. This is the image quality you will obtain using the ZV-E10 Mark I for talking head videos. I'm using the kit lens. And this is the quality you will obtain using the Mark II for talking head videos. I'm also using the kit lens. Now, this is the image you will obtain using the Mark I with a great fast lens. I'm using the Sigma 16mm f1.4. And this is the quality you will obtain using the Mark II and the great lens, also the Sigma 16mm f1.4. If we analyze the images for this kind of shot, there is no big difference. We can't say that this is better or that. Both offer great sharp 4K images. But here are the big three differences that you need to be aware of. The ZV-E10 Mark I has a smaller battery. So if you shoot long videos or do online calls or streams, you need a dummy battery. Yes, you can charge it with the USB-C, but the camera can overheat. It depends on your room temperature. I will add a link in the description to a dedicated video where you can find out more about this aspect. You can try to charge it first using the USB-C and see if it works for you. If the camera overheats, you need a dummy battery because that will not produce heat and it will help avoid this problem. Also, you will discover in that video the best practices and settings that will also help you avoid overheating. The ZV-E10 Mark I, only the body, costs around $798 at the time of recording this video. A dummy battery that connects to an NPF adapter plate plus a big NPF battery will cost around $122. Don't worry, I will add affiliate links in the description for all the equipment presented in this video. If you click on my links, you're not going to pay anything extra, but I will earn a small commission and this will help me keep sponsors away from this channel and create more valuable content for you. Thank you. You can try to charge it via USB-C. If your camera overheats, this method with a big NPF battery is the safest because you will not connect your camera directly to the wall socket, and you will use a dummy battery connected to this NPF battery to avoid some problems in case of a power surge or overvoltage. Now, the ZV-E10 Mark II has a much bigger battery. If you record a video approximately 2 hours long and start with the battery fully charged, it will last. The same if you have a conference call or a stream. For longer sessions, you can charge it using the USB-C. This camera overheats slower than the Mark I. It will overheat if you shoot or stream 4K for a long time in a hot environment, but I tested it and I think you will be fine. So when it comes to power management, with the Mark II, you don't really need an extra investment. The Mark II, only the body, costs around $1,198. Now, the ZV-E10 Mark I can be used as a webcam for video calls or streams, but connecting it to a PC with a USB-C cable will deliver a low-resolution image, and also the camera can overheat faster. To obtain a great 4K or Full HD image, you need to use a capture card. For video calls, you need only Full HD. Also for streaming, Full HD is recommended, but if some of you really want 4K, you can do it if you use a good 4K capture card. I use and recommend the Camlink 4K. You can discover more about how to make the Mark I the perfect webcam in the video provided in the description. The Camlink 4K costs around $99, plus you need an HDMI cable. That's around $11. On the other hand, the Mark II has the capacity to deliver a great Full HD image or even a 4K image through the USB-C port. You only need to connect it to the PC and that's it. I tested it for online calls at Full HD, it never overheats. Also, I couldn't manage to overheat it at 4K, but I had a room temperature of around 70 degrees Fahrenheit. Some creators experienced overheating when streaming 4K for a long time, so it really depends on your room temperature. But if you stream or do online calls at Full HD, you will be fine. Next, when you record a video, if you want the maximum quality, the right way is to record on the SD card in the camera. This will provide the best quality with any camera. A great SD card for the ZV-E10 Mark-I costs around $28. I use the SanDisk Extreme Pro 128GB V30 SD card. Now, if you want to obtain the best quality out of the Mark II, you need a faster SD card. You can record at a lower bitrate on a cheaper, slower card like the V30, but if you have this camera, you may want to record slow motion or 10-bit, and for that you need a faster SD card. The recommended one to be able to use all the codec is a V90 SD card. I use Lexar 128GB V90 SD cards. The cost of this card is around $117. And for both cameras, you need a tripod to obtain a good framing and the right position. I will add the tripod I use, the VT20, which costs around $54. This is an example if you need a taller tripod with a video fluid head that will increase the costs. Also, some other costs can be involved. For example, if you want to attach the power system that I use to the tripod, you will need small accessories like a magic arm, a cheese plate and a clamp. It depends on how complex you want to go. Now let's analyze the costs and see what else the Mark II brings to the table and if you need those new features. The cost of the Mark I body and accessories is around $1,112. The cost of the Mark II body and accessories is around $1,369. If you want to use the kit lens, that will add $100 to the budget for both cameras. The Mark I plus the kit lens costs $898 plus the accessories $1,212, and the Mark II kit costs $1,298 plus the accessories $1,469. If you want a better lens that will be better in low light, it's wide and offers that nice blur behind you, the Sigma 16mm f1.4 is what I recommend, and this costs $443. This is the lens I'm using for this video. With this lens instead of the kit lens, the Mark I pack will cost $1,555 and the Mark II $1,812. The difference is not that big, but the Mark II brings a few more advantages to the table. If you want to shoot B-roll and shoot slow motion, you can do it in 4K with this camera compared with the Mark I. The Mark II has 4K 60 FPS. Also, we can shoot 10-bit footage. This is not a huge advantage for simple talking head videos, but if you want in the future to learn more color grading, you can do more with the image. If you want from time to time to shoot handheld for B-roll, the image stabilization of the Mark II is better than that of the Mark I, and the display is fully touchscreen. What to choose and when? If you shoot video at home or in your office, you have your camera on the desk in a fixed position as I have and don't plan to travel with it, the Mark I will save you some money. I use it for all my videos on this channel. The main frame of almost all my videos is shot with the ZV-E10 Mark I and the Sigma 16mm f1.4 plus the accessories. I use it daily for long video calls and it never disappointed me. Also, maybe some creators will not use it as a webcam and don't need a capture card. If you shoot only videos on the SD card, 20-30 minute long videos, you don't even need the dummy battery, so the budget may drop according to your needs. Also, you can travel with it for video calls, but you need to take all the accessories. But if the budget is not a problem, overall the Mark II it's newer and more fully packed, especially if you want to use it as a professional webcam and travel a lot. You take only the camera and the lens with you, the mini tripod, and you can use it super simply as a professional webcam. If you want to shoot slow motion B-roll and do more advanced color grading in the future, the Mark II will be a better choice. I wanted to buy a secondary Mark I, but the Mark II was released and I decided to go with it because so many people are asking about it. It's the camera that I take with me when traveling and need to have online calls, and I use it for my B-rolls for all my videos and as a secondary camera. The Mark I can save you some money to invest maybe in a great audio recording setup because you will need it, and if you don't travel with it and keep it on the desk, it will be a great choice. The Mark II will be more convenient to use in more situations, but because it is newer and more fully packed, the needed budget will be higher. You are the only one who knows what to choose according to your needs and budget. With the Mark I, you will need a great power system and a capture card. With the Mark II, these are optional for 90% of creators, but the budget is higher. Of course, the camera is newer with multiple advantages. Analyze and choose according to your needs. But you can have the best camera in the world for nothing. You need to understand how to transform your room into a great shooting space. Choose the best position for the camera, position the lights correctly, create a great background, understand the aperture and many other important aspects. And for this I will give you a dedicated video where I show you how to transform any boring room into a professional looking shooting space, even if you have a small room. Watch this video and transform your talking head videos immediately.